Hello everyone. So in today's lecture we'll be finishing off the pickup system, but before I go into the pickup system itself, let's actually have um interaction, like what should I say, like for the raycast. Like we can now see it because it's actually like we are in the debugging mode, but I think it should be better if we have a crosshair or a dot in the screen to signify that. So let's go and make that first. So what I'll do is actually I'll make it to none a bit later on after I finish the UI. So let's go to the horror folder and widget, and we'll call this uh, UI underscore main HUD. So this is the HUD that will always be present for the player. So I'll just put a canvas over here, and I think we can add an image, and this one will be the center. Make the position to be 0. This one could be 50 to 50. You can actually play around with it. For now I'll just keep it to 50. Actually 50 is a bit big. 25, even that would be big. 10, yeah, something like that. Let's see. Do you have anything called circle? T. T underscore. We don't actually have something, so I'll just use the UE4 logo over there. So let's go back to our third person character, and in the initialization begin play we'll create widget, and this one will be our main HUD. We'll promote this to a variable, call it main HUD reference, and then add to viewport. Simple. So as you can see, the ray trace is a bit off, so you have to make the ray trace at the center of the screen. So let's go ahead and do that. So for this, let's go to the third person character to check for interaction. So this probably is because our actor eyes is a bit off than the camera. So what we can do is we'll just get our camera instead. So we'll get the world location and the forward vector of this, and then just do the same thing that we did. And now let's check. It should be, as you can see, yes. Now we are tracing to the center to our crosshair, which is good. Yeah, this should be enough. So now let's go ahead and make this to none, so we don't have any debugging issues. So yeah, now we check on it. Yeah, it's working. So now if I'm to resize this a bit, scaling, I'll just turn it off. Yeah, let's say like it's something like this. And I want the ray trace to be a bit bigger, so it at least reaches the ground for us until and unless we have made a crouching system as well. So I'll just keep it to 250. and now you can see also there seems to be a bug. We'll check for show collisions. Let's see, there is no collision though over there. So what's wrong with that? In the pickup base we have which should be enough. The interaction widget in itself, does it have a collision UI? Yeah, we have a blocking. So what we have to do is just make it custom and make sure that it overlaps with the visibility collision check. So okay, let's see. I'll just send it to for duration now. Let's see what the bug is. Okay, so let's debug this. Okay, let's go. Okay, it does. Okay, so that's the bug, right? So even from here we should actually like plug it in like that. So that was the bug. So now it should be fixed. See, now it's fixed. So this is good, this is fine. So I'll go ahead and turn off the duration as well and make this a bit cleaner if you can. Okay, there we go, looks clean. And so this was fixed, and the other issue is, yes, this character turning. As you can see, we can see our body turning a bit late. So what happens is we can see our head like that, so that's actually bad. So go to your third person character, class defaults. Yeah, class defaults, and from here what we'll do is we'll use controller rotation yaw. Okay, so with that thing done, yeah, with that thing done, now if I'm to rotate like this, you can see I no longer can actually see my head, character's head, which is good. Yeah, this is good. Now let us continue with the pickup system today. So for the pickup to work, let's go to the project settings and input. We'll actually add action mapping and we'll call it pickup. So, and this one would be on E for the keyboard, and for the pickup it can be the side left button. Okay, that would be the Xbox X button. And so over here we'll also create another graph. We'll call this one action graph. So over here let's make the pickup function, and from here we'll call a function that would be begin pickup, and we'll create another function, and this one will be end pickup. So we are having two functions, begin pickup and end pickup, because there would be some pickups that you would have to press and hold before they are finished picking up those stuff. So That's why we'll have this begin and end pickup. Okay, so for now we'll only have the pickup system where we instantly pick items up. So let us continue with that. So in begin pickup, what we'll check is in begin pickup, no, let's go back to the action first, and from here we'll call begin pickup, and from here what we should call is we should first check if we have a pickup reference and that it is valid. So from there pickup is an actor reference, so let's go to the pickup base over here. So we'll add a variable over here, and this one will be called the pickup duration, and this one will be float, and by default value should be 0. And we'll check if pickup is sorry, pickup right, we have to first cast to the pickup base, and from here we'll get the duration, and we'll check if it is greater than 0 or not. So if it is not greater than 0, so we'll directly call the end pickup over here. Otherwise we will do some other checks for future in the future, sorry, where like we have to keep and hold our E button, and if we have it pressed we'll actually like keep on clearing the timer, and once the timer has run out we'll call the end pickup function. Okay, so from the end pickup now what we can do is we can get the pickup reference again, make sure it's validated, and from here we will destroy the actor, and let's keep this as interaction category, interaction. Even this pickup should be interaction. Should be booleans. And now we should have b has flashlight, and now this will be in the category infantry. Okay, so some of these would be b has gun, some other things once we add them. Okay, so and pick up, actually you know what, yeah, I made some mistake over here, and that would be in begin play we do not need to have begin pickup over here or end pickup over here at all. What we'll do is we'll have the interaction pickup, and from here what I'll do is I'll cast to the pickup base, and from here I can call the begin, I'm pretty much sure in the pickup base I made some functions, begin interaction and interaction, right? Begin interaction, this would be self. Oh right, right, we had this for something else. We'll go to the pickup base and we'll call this begin pickup, and we'll override it and we'll call it end pickup. Okay, and now since this is the base pickup, this is time we should create a child blueprint. We'll call it bp underscore flashlight. Okay, so over here in the event graph, what we're going to do is override functions, and the functions would be begin pickup and end pickup. Okay, so begin pickup, what we should do is by this time I think we do have the pickup base, we have the character reference. Okay, so by this time round we should have the character reference valid because we're trying to pick this one up, and we'll get the pickup duration if this is less than 0, greater than 0. If this is false, you can call end pickup over here, and in end pickup what we would do would be destroy this actor, but before that we are again gonna get the character reference. And now since this is a flashlight, we'll set the b has flashlight to be true. We'll just call destroy actor. So compile, what's wrong, could not be found. So yeah, you need to compile and save. Also make sure you click on these 3 dots and on success only is true, make sure of that. Now compile again and it's fine. So now let's go to the third person again, and in the event graph I'll just cut this one, Control X, put it in action, and we will check if we have a flashlight to begin with. Is true, only then. If not, we'll print string that would say player doesn't have flashlight. Okay, so now if I'm trying to press F, you can see player doesn't have flashlight, it says. And also I'll delete this one because that's the base pickup. Again, that's the base pickup. I'll put the flashlight over there, make sure the size is like this for the flashlight, and once I press E, it doesn't work. So let's find out, let's debug it. Pickup, if it is valid, yeah, right. So from here we should call our begin pickup. Okay, so let's debug it again, press E, and now I should have flashlight. So if I press F, yeah, there we go, we do the flashlight over here. But now another thing is we should have a flashlight attached to our hand over here. So okay, I don't seem to have any free assets for flashlight mesh, to be honest. So we'll just use the basic one, like we'll just create a basic one now. So in a flashlight, from here we can just make it to 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, I guess. The length has to be a bit bigger, probably around 0.35, 0.5 ish, 0.6. This one can be even more, 0.1, even on the X, 0.1. This seems to be fine. Let's see how it looks on. Yeah, this looks fine. So what we'll do is in our initialize over here, we'll create a function and we'll call add inventory. So this one will just add it in the begin play, and our begin play would be much cleaner, not lengthy if we put it under functions, right? So depending on if we have our if we have a flashlight, so let's go ahead and check those. So if it has flashlight, we should actually, it doesn't matter if we have flashlight or not. What we can do is we'll just add maybe flashlight. Right, we'll have to add a child over here, but that's pointless. Just add a static mesh directly. We'll call this flashlight, and let's create a scene first. This one will be our inventory scene, and put the flashlight. Okay, make sure it's not a child of the flashlight, and then we can just put it in. Okay, so from there, there's a flashlight. We can have the cube over here now, and again make sure this is 0.1, 0.25, 0.1. Still huge. What I can do is stop the real time, so it looks better. And on the mesh we can use animation asset, and from here we'll use the flashlight montage to see how it should look. This seems fine. Yeah, that seems fine. Now what we should do is go to the mesh, go to the skeletal mesh, mannequin, simple, and actually let's go to the montage itself. Let's go to the montage in flashlight. So over here, character bones selected only to make sure that it's gone, and from here go to the skeleton tree, and this one would be hers right hand. All right, so right hand, let's go, and from here we'll add a socket, and we'll call this socket to be flashlight socket, and we'll add preview over here, name it cube if you want. Oh, that's huge. Relative scale 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.1, 0.2. I'll probably change it to this mesh itself, even for a flashlight. And on the X, it has to be 0.1, I guess. 0.1. Yeah, there we go. 0.1. Yeah, perfect. Make sure it's down to 2 and rotate it however you see it should actually look like. Totally up to you. I mean, this isn't a good animation to begin with for our flashlight, so it's fine for basic things. And I'll do the same thing for the flashlight. I'll change this to cube 3. 3, make it, and make sure it's under inventory. So, and let's go to initialize, add inventory. So the flashlight will be attach component to component, and this one would be our mesh, that is our parent, and from here it should be flashlight, this one. Okay, make sure the name is the same. Snap to target, snap to target, snap to target, and go over here and the relative scale, copy it, and third person flashlight, we'll just paste it over here. So now let's go. Yeah, there you see it's actually much better with the flashlight. So also one more thing we should be doing over here is go back the mesh, make sure we are using the blueprint now, back, and in the viewport real time is set to on. Okay, now if we go over there, we are holding the flashlight over there, press F, and there we go. But we shouldn't have our flashlight always turned always in our hand as a showcase. So what we should do is in the action, let's create a graph. We'll call this the flashlight graph. Over here all our flashlight logic would be here. So the first function, let's make a custom event over here. This one will be turn on flashlight. Let's go to action. Turn on flashlight. We can have an input over here. This one will be key, and this one should be key event over here like this. So what I can do is from here I can just call in the turn on flashlight like this. This would make it much cleaner. Key structure, okay, key event structure, so has to be same. Make sure to it's a key structure. Yeah, that's a key structure over there. Let's go back to the action, put it in like this, and what we can do is Control X, compile, save, and move to the flashlight graph and put it over here like this. Okay, and we are playing the montage. So after the montage is completed, or as soon as we start it, we should actually set visibility of this static mesh. I'll have it hidden in game in the beginning. So once we turn it on, we'll set visibility to true, and once we stop, we should have the visibility to false again. So now let's see. Wait, right, sorry, said hidden in game. Make sure it's the hidden in game. So hidden should be true over there. So now you can see it's hidden. If I press F, it says player doesn't have flashlight. I pick it up with E, and now I have a flashlight, as you can see, which is good. So also a flashlight should have actual light, right? So over here under the flashlight, let's add a spotlight, right? So let's add a spotlight over here. We'll call it flashlight light, I guess. Again, we do not have to actually like okay, let's remove it a bit, and the flashlight would be make it to come up like this. We'll just move it like this to this side, and now let's see. Yep. Okay, here's the flashlight, turn on. So that's how the flashlight is. We actually need a darker place for this. We'll make that as well. So let us go back first and do the same thing with the where was it, in the action, right? No, in the flashlight graph, I guess. Yeah, open up the flashlight graph. The flashlight light, plug it in the same way, and make the flashlight hidden in game to be true. So now we do not have the light in itself, as you can see. Now if I pick it up and press F, you can see I have the flashlight. Okay, so this is the okay, run. Okay, fine. But as you can see, the flashlight works perfectly fine. So this looks really good. As you can see, even if you are close by to something, it will actually work perfectly fine, which is good. But let's see, this is fine actually. This is more than fine for now. Later on we'll do some other checks on it as well. For now, one basic thing in the flashlight we could do is have an inner cone. So it should be around 10ish, let's say, or 15. Yeah. So if I'm to pick up the flashlight, it does have that effect in the middle. that it's much more focused and it's fading out on the outside, as you can see. Also, we don't have our hand, what should I say, um, aim offsets ready. So right now we the hand doesn't move actually along with the camera itself, so we'll fix that also in our upcoming lectures. So yeah, so this was I think that's all there is for the pickup system base at this point. In our next lecture, I will add it for delayed pickups as well. So like you have to press and hold for 3 or 4 seconds to pick up something or to interact with something. Let's say there's a locked door, you have a locked door in your game, so you have to keep on interacting with it for like 5 seconds to actually pick it up, right? So we'll do that. And also for other things, let's say something is stuck on the ground and our player is trying to pick up, if and for those things we'll also have delayed pickups, but we'll actually like store the pickup progress, so we do not have to like restart our progress from the beginning for those kind of items, right? So thank you guys, and I will see you in the next lecture.